Hello, everybody, and welcome to a victory edition of Behind the Bolt with Nick Hardwick. Chargers get a win, baby!
Still 3-8.
Still 3-8. Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
You
but
got
still, a win is a win, and what a win can do for this team is get everybody a big sigh of relief, right?
Oh, Lord. Get some monkeys off the back. Get some smiles around this building. Get guys happy to be back in here because you know that all your hard work paid off. Finally.
It's been 6 long weeks since the Chargers tasted victory, and ironically enough, Jacksonville can really be a cure for what ails you when it comes to breaking losing streaks. In 2011, the Chargers went into Jacksonville with a 6-game losing streak, came out a winner. Same thing happens against the Jags in 2015.
Thank you, Jacksonville. But I do think part of that was the confidence that the team had going into Jacksonville, knowing they had their number.
Nick, football is a very complicated game, but when it comes down to it, there are certain signposts that let you know if a team is going to get a W or not. And when a team is playing complementary football like the Chargers did against the Jaguars, you have a good chance of getting the W. You hear complementary football a lot. You may hear Mike McCoy say it might go in one ear, out the other, but the Chargers were really showing it against the Jaguars on Sunday.
Early in the game, we saw complementary football being displayed. Defense gets a 3-and-out punt. And for the first time all season, the Chargers punt return team is in the black. Javonte Herndon had a nice return, which led to a Dontrell Inman touchdown, and that got the ball rolling. So you knock off multiple boxes at one time. You got field position, check. Complementary football, check. Later in the second quarter, you'd mark off another box. Turnover battle, Manti Teo, interception, leads to another Charger touchdown. That's winning football.
One thing I want to talk about quickly, Nick, is field position. For the Chargers, they averaged, starting at their own 30, that's the best since week 4 against the Cleveland Browns, and a big part of it was a nice return by Jacksonville native Javonte Herndon. 78 drives, 78 for the Chargers since they started beyond their own 40. That's crazy.
That's unimaginable. It is wild. And when you finally break that threshold and you give Phillip Rivers short fields, you see what he can do, and you see how efficient this offense could be, which kind of leads into the red zone offense.
Well, the Chargers were very impressive in the red zone, 4 of 5 on their opportunities. Meanwhile, Jacksonville was just 1 of 4. When you're efficient in the red zone, good things happen.
Oh, exactly right. And they look powerful. Antonio Gates, Dontrell Inman, Stevie Johnson got in the mix, which was so nice to see. But it felt like every time they got down in there, they knew they were going to score. They had a good package, and Antonio Gates at full power. When he's running at full speed and he's breaking in and out of cuts, that's when this offense is most potent in the red zone, and it showed.
One offensive piece that seemed to be running at a different level of power was Melvin Gordon. Sure, the numbers didn't jump out at you, but he looked like a different running back out there.
He looked more confident and assured of his athletic ability, and he seemed to just trust his instinct and his vision and go with the play and not try to force it into a gap. He just went, let his athletic ability do his thing. He ran with low pad level. He was very physical. The first tackler rarely brought him down. He was hitting spin moves. He looked like the athlete that everybody was hoping he was going to be.
Well, we're not the only ones that thought that way about number 28. Here's Phillip Rivers on Melvin Gordon.
I don't know. He had a little juice. He seemed like he had a little juice, a little pop to him. You know, obviously the first guy didn't tackle him very often. You know, he just, I think, this is just, again, this isn't here coming from him, but if I could maybe just a little more relaxed, you know, I'm just going to, you know, just run, you know, not try to be so perfect, maybe. And he made a few good catches. And so, yeah, he definitely he had a little different vibe and feel to him out there today.
Well, Nick, I think we've given the offense a lot of credit, although I want to quickly say that Phillip Rivers was able to set some records in a win, which must have been pretty nice, right?
Oh, gosh, to finally get to enjoy those, yes.
Yeah, he
Nothing
goes for over 40,000 yards in his career, only the 17th player to do that, passes Joe Montana in terms of career touchdowns.
Woo!
So congratulations, number 17, on that. And congratulations to number 50, second career interception. He had his first career sack in Jacksonville a few years ago, gets his second career interception. That was a big play defensively to change the momentum and continue to allow the Chargers to put the pedal down.
Exactly right. The middle of that defense performed so well. Manti Teo, Denzel Perryman, specifically those two, allowed this defense to excel against the Jacksonville Jaguars. Manti's pick, obviously. Denzel against the run is a stud. That dude is a terror. He hits you and he stops you. It's one and done with him, and that's it, and I love that about him.
Well, they brought him in here because he was a hammer-type player, and I don't want to take too much credit because obviously he was in here last week on Behind the Bolt, but Nick, you can take some of it after interviewing him.
Come on, let's take it. We hyped him up, we patted him on the back and sent him out there, and he did his thing.
Right, led the team in tackles, so the BTB bump is well alive, and we'll get, we can say proactively that it'll happen next week as well because Manti Teo is going to be in here and you're going to be talking to him.
Oh, I can't wait to talk to Manti Teo. I am so thrilled about this young man. He is really stepping up into a leadership role on this defense, and when he's playing alongside Denzel, that's a really nice combination there, and they're getting the best out of each other.
Final thought on this win. What can a victory do besides relax everybody in this building, put some smiles on some faces? What can a victory do for this Chargers
Well,
team?
a smile goes a long way. So when you show up to work and you're happy and you're excited to be out on the practice field, your preparation becomes easier. Watching film is easier. Just being enthusiastic and having the right amount of energy that it takes to win. So you never know where this is going to go.